Sérgio Sette Câmara is under attack from George Russell. This is for 8th place. Russell in the blue car, Câmara in the white and blue motor park colours. George Russell tries to go for the cutback, but then he's on the outside line for the next sequence, so that doesn't really pay off for him. They work their way down again towards the stadium. Alessio Lorandi wide in the background as Callum Eilert secures his 12th place. But the race leaders are working their way once more up towards the Sette Câmara, and as they
Russell is just beginning to turn the wick up once again on Sérgio Sette Câmara ahead in P8. George Russell then took a win at Silverstone right at the very, very start of what has been a long and arduous championship in the FIA Formula 3 European Championship. Around the Parabolica they go, and Rosenqvist really closing in to the back of Antonio Giovinazzi, and they're both again leaving as George Russell does go for a move on Sérgio Sette Câmara. He can stay absolutely committed to this, but is out wide, and Sette Câmara will have the advantage there. So that ambitious and bold move for
9 seconds off the race leader, that's a lot to make up, even with a bit of help.
Yeah.
So the race leaders were at lap 15, we're into the last 10 minutes of the race. There is Sérgio Sette Câmara still keeping George Russell at bay, 8th and 9th. Charles Leclerc running 11th, but he'll get a point. But I think that he's going to end up staring at 4th in the championship by the end of the year, because although Jake Dennis is not sparkling in the same way that Rosenqvist has, who then gets it wrong going into the Schwitzkar, a little mistake, Jake Dennis certainly has got better pace than Leclerc. Now, why could he not do it on other occasions? Portimao, for example, looked a bit anonymous. There have been other races this year where Giovinazzi just has not sparkled in the way that he needed to. Yet here he's going great guns.
Yes, absolutely, doing a great job with the wick up once again to have potentially another attack on Sérgio Sette Câmara. All the time, of course, being ever conscious of the fact that Marcus Pommer lurks not far behind. And the minute these two start warring between them, that allows Pommer to get ever closer.
So the race leader has just gone over the timing line to start lap 16. He has done Giovinazzi the best lap of the race. Now the gap has widened to 9.
Run over the curbs. Here's George Russell just taking a sneaky look at the inside. Wasn't close enough to be able to do anything really, but just trying to unsettle Sette Câmara ahead of him. So again, I think that probably George Russell has got the pace, but he's going to find a way past the number 23 car, which he's not been able to do thus far. He's going to try and have a go into the hairpin now, making the way around the Parabolica again. I'm not sure he's absolutely close enough to be able to do so. Heavy braking between the two of them. Will try and get the undercut there, but Sette Câmara just runs him out a little bit wide, and that was, good racing to be fair.
Yeah, he knew what the peril was of his line, but he was able to use his pace to good effect, keep George Russell at bay. George to the outside then. This is what he wants to do and get the undercut. Has he got the drive? Yes. Has he got the pace? Yes. Has he got the place? Almost. He's on the outside line and he's forced even wider. Marcus Pommer tries to get on the mix, but George Russell keeps his foot in. Eventually he has to slot back in behind Câmara. And this old part of the circuit a bit narrower, so overtaking not quite as easy, but it's certainly giving a huge amount of pressure to Sérgio Sette Câmara up the road ahead.
Valiant effort from George Russell, isn't it?
No question.
Again, as we both said, that the minute these two start fighting between each other, that just allows